So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages, and even on the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4. Tua. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Well, he's going up top for Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Yeah, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10, escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now Tua. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And down he'll go at the 25. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
Watch it, niggas. Look, bitch. Go ahead, go ahead. Alright, watch it, boy. Watch it, nigga. Look, watch this. Bitch. Go ahead, lick. Fuck.
It's a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
Finna kill this game
incompletions.
so bad, nigga.
They'll stick with the
Go, nigga.
passing
Go,
game
nigga.
as he looks to
Come on, nigga.
throw.
Come on, nigga. Come on, nigga.
Hunter Long, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.